Okay, so welcome everyone to the live Q&A video from chapter 3 of Stag Culture. I'm here, also Big is behind the camera organizing all the comments, and if there is any questions, I just wanted to thank everyone for the support. We are halfway through the project and it has been amazing, the support from everyone and all the comments. And we are super happy and can't wait to share the other half. But I'm interested and I'm curious to know, so far, from how many episodes we had, like 12, 11? Yeah, I think 10 or 11 episodes. We would like to know which is your favorite, because there has been bow hunting, rifle hunting, videos with no kill shot, with kill shot. So we love to hear which is your favorite episode. And today we wanted to do this video to kind of share some feedback from chapter 3 in Zamora, where I hunted with my dad. Also to do the giveaway that we were giving away a Spartan Bipod. And finally to announce the new giveaway for chapter 4. So chapter 3 took place in Zamora. You could see how my dad was a bit. He started developing knee problems from Gredos, because we hunted 2 days in a row in Gredos, then straight to Zamora, no rest at all. And many of you guys commented a lot, and I agree that he showed how tough my dad is, because in his 70s, he was hunting with us, no problem, and he kept pushing despite his knee was pretty bad, and you could see him walking with difficulties in some areas, because there is a lot of heathers and it was a nightmare to walk, even as we fell several times. So, but that being said, the area, it's amazing. It's one of the wildest, in my opinion, the wildest areas of hunting that Spain has to offer. And one of the crazy things is that on the first day that, sorry that this pop out something, that on the first day that we hunted there, we actually saw a big roebuck, we saw a bunch of stags, a wild boar, an ibex female, and there is also wolf in that area. So it's pretty amazing to be able to hunt with such a wide range of species on such a wild place. Sorry for the interruptions. Instagram is working bad. My phone is working wrong. And yeah, so finally, after that day that we saw a lot of game and the conditions were very bad, we spotted 2 very big stags. 2 really nice stags. The area has pretty good quality of red deer, but it's not as in lower areas of Zamora, which they have better food and the winters are not staff and they have better food all year round. So they grow thicker horns. In that area, it's kind of a mountain, tough terrain. They basically don't have much food, and you develop really nice trophies, and they are old stags, but they just don't get like super heavy and super big quality, despite we saw 2 really nice stags. The second day, my dad saw a great stag. The stock was great, and he made a great shot, despite I told him just wait, be patient, because he was just like laying down and resting towards a rock, and he was not very steady, but he has a bunch of experience and was able to make a perfect shot to the stag. We didn't have time to move to the Pyrenees, so we decided to stay there for the afternoon. And that's when, at last light, we relocated the really big stag that we saw the first day, and it offered us an opportunity, and we were able to take the shot. The darkness. One of you guys, the opportunity that we had was very low light. It was crazy, but the light of the day just dropped in a matter of seconds. When we first spotted, we could see the stag, but in a matter of 2 minutes that it took us to set up all the cameras and all that, the light quality dropped a lot. It's true that through the cameras, it always looks that there is, especially it was filmed on the Nikon P1000, which has a really small sensor, and the optic quality is not good, and with a lot of zoom. So it looks way darker on the camera than what it was. I mean, it was dark, but through my rifle scope, I could see the stag more clear than what it may seem on the video. So some of you guys said that I shouldn't have taken that shot. Maybe I shouldn't, because it was very dark. It's true that I could see it clearly, and if I decided to take the shot, it was because I had confidence that we could make it happen. But that being said, I made a bad shot. I think it was a combination of the light, but probably also because we rushed it and we were super excited, because it was like, okay, let's peek over here, last few minutes of light, and let's see if the stag is there. And as soon as we peek over, the stag was there, and it was like a rush. Okay, set up the cameras, and the camera with the big lens, we had to change. We couldn't find it, and it was we shot it a little bit on a rush. We took the shot. We weren't sure. I mean, we saw that the animal reacted, and we went down and we found the blood, as you guys have seen on the videos. And we felt terrible. I hate making a bad shot on an animal. I hate making an animal suffer, so we didn't have any sleep all that night. I didn't have my dog, like a few of you guys, I think, commented that where was my dog, but since I was carrying 2 British guys, a bunch of equipment, and the meat and everything, I didn't have room for my German Shorthair pointer, Ram, which I would have loved to bring to the series, and we need to figure out for season 2 how we're going to take a dog or a tracking dog, because he has proven to be a great asset on these animals, because they are tough. But lucky enough, the Association of Spain, we call Javier. He came with Lola, which is a German Tekel. I'm not sure what's the English name. I think it's Tekel. And the work the dog did was amazing. Like we put it very early on the track, fresh. We didn't step. It's super important that when you guys call a blood tracking dog, to don't step over the tracks. If you think that you haven't made a good shot and that you are going to require a dog, don't try to search for the animal yourself. The less you step on the trail, the bigger chances you are going to have to recover that animal. Also, the earlier the dog arrives, better. And it's better early on the day or later on the afternoon, because there is more humidity on the terrain, and the dogs work better and can follow the blood easier on those conditions. So sometimes it's not a matter of how much time it has there was in between the shot and when the dog arrived. It's also very important to have the conditions. So if for whatever reason the tracker cannot come early in the morning and he can only make it in the afternoon or midday, it's probably better, rather than tracking at midday that is going to be dry and warmer, to wait some extra hours and track in the afternoon. So have that in mind, and I think it's a mistake that we have seen in the Blood Tracking Association a lot, is that and a lot of people, including myself, sometimes you end up calling the trackers when you have tried to find it yourself, you are desperate, you have walked over the trail a lot of times, you have called a dog from the neighboring town that someone had a dog that maybe, let's see if it's lucky. So by the time the really good dog comes, a lot of time has passed. We have stepped on the trail a lot, and it's gonna make the work of the dog 100 times more difficult. And the tracking that Lola did, she never get out of the track. We track it for over 3,000 meters. It offered me 2 opportunities that I was able to take 2 shots, but in between that, I was like super tired, and no rest, and the stag was running. I tried And only on the fourth shot I was able to connect again on the stag, and we rushed to the stag and finish the stag. I think it was a pretty tough episode in that sense, and wild, that it was crude reality sometimes of an animal that was suffering. And some of you commented like, I think this is not a good video for hunting, or it's not a good video in general because of the animal, the rush, the running, the shots, and that it was pretty wild. I agree. I think we could have edited the video in many different ways to make it look, to trick that reality. But at the same time, I think with this project, I really wanted to show the reality of the stag hunting. And I think that anyone that has been on a blood tracking dog, and if it's a tough one and have dogs or understand the situation, can really understand the adrenaline that we had, the emotions, why we were so happy, why we screamed. It was not a lack of respect to the animal, but just a huge excitement and happiness, because not because the fact of recovering the trophy, but the fact that you want to finish with the suffering of the animal as quick as possible. Because at least for me, and I think many of you guys will experience the same, when you wound an animal, your gut just like, you have a gut pain here, because no one likes to see an animal suffer, and you think that the animal is suffering because of your fault or for your mistake, and it feels terrible. So when you are able to finish and conclude that situation, it's a huge happiness. So I think that many of you guys got that, and with all the comments that you put on the video, it was pretty awesome to see that you guys, probably it was one of your favorite videos so far, and it's one of mine because it shows a lot of emotions, and hunting is about that. So that was the chapter 3. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's do some of the questions that you guys have from the chapter, and then we will do the giveaway. I have to give credit to the Slots Media guys, not to Lewis, but to Jack, because on that tracking job, he was in incredible shape. It reached to a point that I couldn't keep running anymore. And I thought, I was like, Samuel, he's just like 10 years younger than me. He's like super thin. Maybe I just need to give Samuel the rifle and he can try to finish the stag, because I cannot keep running at this pace. And when I was about to tell him that to Samuel looks back at me and like, I cannot run anymore. I'm totally destroyed. I'm like, okay, we are all on the same page. And Lewis, since he was behind trying to get some content, at some point he got lost. The other guide from the neighboring area that we told him that the stag was right in the neighboring area, got lost. Javier, we could hear him back on between the trees saying like, let's go. But he was like, it was a crazy day, but we were super stoked, and that's, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and we were able to transmit that. So let's do some questions now.
So one question that many people asked is, would you repeat that shot in the dark?
It's hard to judge I have made a lot of mistakes hunting, and I try not to get super obsessed on those mistakes and just go over again. It's easy to know what to do after the fact that it happened. So I think, I don't know what I will do next time, but I will definitely consider to be safer. And if I don't see it clear, don't take that shot. But in that situation, we thought that we were gonna make it, and I don't regret it.
Prendy562 Do you have to be a member of the Blob Tracking Dog Club or association, or is it something you can just call on in Spain?
You can call. So you don't need to be part of the association. Each state has a list of people that are available. So if you have a problem, you contact one of the members of that area. And if there is anyone in that day that can go help you, they will go help you. They give you the contact, and you don't have to pay for that assistance. You typically cover the expenses of traveling or help them out or whatever, but it's 100% volunteer. So they are not professionals, but they really they really enjoy tracking with their dogs. So pretty awesome, actually.
There's a good one. What do you think of the controversy for the ethical distance to hunt, which is something covered with your father first shot? No? That's a question from F. Llanza.
Yeah, Fernando. So the distance about how far you can shoot, I think it's a matter of personal choice. We like to get close, and I think the long-range shooting, not everyone has the same amount of time as we do. Not everyone has the same opportunities, and how we understand is the closer you can get, the better. And I think it's a matter of attitude. So if you look on purpose to take longer shots, I think it's not the proper way to challenge yourself. The proper way will be to try to get as close as possible, and for whatever reason you have to take a longer shot, to be prepared and control the weapon to make a good shot.
Why did you choose Slots Media for filming?
I didn't have any other choice. No. We have worked together with Lewis and Jack for several years, and I think after these years we know each other. We can, at the end, after 22 days, we survive, and we know each other problems and how special we are, and we can work together very nice, and they are great guys to work with. So,
where can we buy the Stag Culture shirts?
So Stag Culture shirts, on every single video that we post on YouTube, if you go to the description, you will have a link. So it's on the Hunt Epic website from the Slots Media guys. They have there a chapter with all the shirts and hoodies that we have. But in terms of finding the right link, go to the description of any of the videos and you will have it right there.
Will Stag Culture Season 2 will be around other countries?
Yes, so we are right now actually working on Season 2. If you guys have any ideas of where should we go or which places we should visit, we are right now developing that plan. And the idea will be to go around Europe and try to visit other countries. That was the original idea for Season 1. And that's why it's called Stag Culture, because we wanted to experience the culture around the stag hunting in a bunch of different countries. So we'll keep you guys posted, but it's something that we should try to finish the plan in the next month or so, because the Red Deer Rut is around the corner.
That bipod looks amazing. Seems really easy to adapt to a rifle, right? Could you adapt it to any rifle? It's are you carrying a 404?
Yeah, so in terms of the Spartan Bipod, it basically connects here on the upper part. There is plenty of videos on YouTube from the bipods probably, but it adapts here with a magnet, and you need to adapt a piece to your rifle that it attaches here to this. How you put this piece inside this is actually the bipod that we're giving away in a few minutes. How you connect this piece to your rifle, you just need to take the screw of the sling, and you will put it here with another screw that it's the same as the sling. You will put it here, and you will have it on the bottom of your rifle. And in particular with the Sauer rifles, they have a special adapter made from Sauer that you can also have take it out and in. And the bipod from Sauer, it's a bit different. It's also made out. It's from Spartan, but it can. If this will be the barrel. It can adapt here, and you will have it always connected on your rifle. While the other one you can connect and attach and disconnect. So pretty awesome tool and super handy. So highly recommend you guys to check it out.
I have a couple more questions.
Do
you prefer to always shoot laying down in the mountains? Pide González.
I think laying down is the best position for shooting a gun, and especially at longer ranges. So whenever we can, we try to lay down, use a bipod, use the backpack, and have the elbows steady, and make sure that rifle doesn't move.
And one from EMG UAE. What is the range of the scope you used? Illuminated reticle. I guess it worked very well in bad light conditions in comparison with the camera.
Yeah, the good optics, they are like 10 times better than a camera and 10 times better than our own eyesight. Sometimes you are pretty dark, you put a good binocular set on in front of your eyes and you can see with way more brightness because they have that ability to capture a lot of light. So we were using a Swarovski Sita 8 and the diameter on the outside was 56, and that's why we chose such a big diameter, because with the stags you always shoot, a lot of times you shoot with very low light, so it helped a lot.
And that's it.
Okay, so if there are no more questions, let's do the giveaway of the bipod. So again, we are giving away, thanks to Spartan, this bipod, the Pro Hand with tag legs, the ones that open. There is one of the behind-the-scenes videos that I talk about the bipod. And we have, the only thing that you guys had to do was comment on the videos on YouTube, on all the videos from Chapter 3. So also on the behind-the-scenes, that some people realize that, others didn't. If you comment on the behind-the-scenes video, you will also enter on the giveaway. So we have picked 2 or 3 winners from each video of the Chapter 3, and these will be the not the winners, the finalist list. So no se enfoca. And the finalists are Ignacio Roca, Mad Cow, Pablo Velasco, Ángel Cienfuegos, Nano 26, Marc Costa, Gonzalo Travesedo, Oli Taylor, Diego Soria, Luis Marqués, Chris Olson, and DMA Zarco Nala. So these are the finalists. Your names are inside here, and now Vic is gonna pick how many? 2?
There's one.
There's only one, so pick 2. One will be the winner, and the second one will be the backup. Wait. And remember,
2.
Which is the winner?
This one. Sorry, this one. Sorry.
So the winner is Gonzalo Travesedo Julia. Bravo, bravo. And the backup will be Marc Costa Freisa. So Gonzalo, please contact us, send us a direct message, an email, or whatever. Find out how to contact us, and we will send you the bipod. Congratulations. Thanks, everyone, for participating. And if I don't reply you right away, excuse us, but we will be... you guys will be hearing from us. So the Chapter 4 giveaway, what we are going to give away on this new chapter, which is taking place on the Pyrenees, it's from Sauer, and it's not a rifle, it's a knife. So we are giving away this knife. It's a knife with a Stag, I don't know how you handle, so super sweet knife, super sharp. It comes also with the leather, I don't know if it's called case or not. Excuse for my English. But super cool knife. And in order to participate, remember, be sure to like, comment, be subscribed to our YouTube channel, and you have to comment on the 2 episodes that we are going to release from the Pyrenees, which one was released already yesterday, and the next one will be on Monday. And we will be also releasing a behind the scenes this weekend about sharpening knives with one of my buddies from the chapter, Johnny and Knife, will show us how to sharpen the knife. So when you win this knife, you will be able to resharpen it when you use it. And with that being said, I don't know if there is any other questions before we say goodbye, but we just want to thank everyone for the huge support. Thanks for liking the videos. Thanks for subscribing and sharing, especially everyone that is sharing the videos on Instagram. We highly appreciate it. It helps us reach more people, have a better reach, and it helps us to keep producing this type of content, and hopefully people like the series and we can make an awesome season 2, which is going to be hard to make better because I think this one turned pretty awesome. So thanks a lot for the support, and we'll see you next Thursday where we will be giving away the sour knife. We'll be doing another live Q&A about chapter 4, and thanks a lot for watching.